I don't know why they're doing that, but they're smarter than me.
And those are covered, right?
Well, they're professional bees.
Those are capped.
They're capped. Oh, they're okay.
Our queen cells were
Oh, they're lining up.
uncapped.
Because these are inside the
Just 'cause
frame.
it's
So do you leave the queen cells? You're happy as a clam to leave them?
You know what? I'm gonna have to. Yes, for now, I'm gonna have
And if
to.
you can't see,
And
then he'll
probably chances are I'll requeen it. I don't like supersedure cells or emergency cells because these were never intended to be queens, so they could be too old to be a good queen, or they're real small too.
Yeah.
Where a swarm cell is a lot bigger.
Big.
Swarm cell,
Twice that size.
Some people say a swarm cell is the best queens you can get because it's intentional. That queen laid that egg in there for a queen. These were not intentional. They took a worker cell and made it a queen cell. And these bees are putting it in there. You can see the way they're working. They got their faces down in there. They're putting the honey in it. So they put the honey in the cell. They pass it around to each other. But there for a while this year, because we had such a cold spring, it'd warm up, the bees would go flying, and then they'd come back, and then it'd be cold for a week. And all the honey would be gone. Now all the frames would be dry. The queen would quit laying, the brood would die back, and even they cannibalize some of it. But right now, there's honey coming in. The yellow,
Light yellow stuff.
that's capped. That's capped honey.
It's a different
Yep, it's a different color and it's
Tell
flat.
me again, like here's they're doing honey.
That's
right?
honey. So see how that's a flat cap?
Oh.
These are capped one at a time.
that's honey up
That
there.
one's capped in a blanket kind of thing, see? No, they're filling it up. So they're gonna fill it up, they're gonna evaporate it to 18% moisture or 82% sugar. And once that's done, then they cap it.
Oh, I see the shiny stuff in
So they're filling it and then they'll
Doesn't
cap
it
it.
come out?
Because the cells are at an angle, they're at a 15-degree angle.
Just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah.
I always have some kind of
So-
maybe question. like that.
See, they're filling
I was
this
a
up.
teacher for a long time.
And then this is all capped.
I know
This
all
is
the
capped honey.
questions. I don't know all the answers, but I know
And see,
all the questions.
brood. You can see that it's hatched out, but there's nothing in there. So on this frame, I can almost see now, the queen hasn't been here laying eggs, there's no larva.
Because I'll probably be listening.
So those are queen cells right there.
Oh, wow.
There's a big larvae thing.
That's a queen cell.
Cool.
See those are queen cells. So this here, and that one's broke.
And do those worry you at all, or you don't care?
No, I just got to come back and figure out. I don't see eggs or larvae, so they probably lost their queen, or
Okay.
she failed. Well, there's one with a queen excluder on top, but that means I got to dequeen that one. The only reason these do have them is because they weren't real strong. I didn't want them going up in there and the queen laying in the supers right away.
Okay.
But I wanted to give them room just in case they needed it. So you see the honey on the outside. They like to keep all the resources close by where their brood is. So they got to feed all these bees, and you guys can pass it around. Let's see if Mama's on here. Nope, I don't see her.
So this is the honey right here
Yep.
on the edges?
Yep, the
See how
liquid
shiny
stuff.
it is?
The liquid is
Yeah,
honey.
I can barely see it, the honey, shiny. And then this is what they eat themselves, right?
No, that's the babies.
Oh, that's the babies. And then this is
They
capped
eat
brood.
this.
Is there a baby bee on there?
Where?
Just a brand new baby bee?
You know what? Usually you can tell the difference. I don't see one rolling up. Well, they're light. They're real light. Their wings are folded back. They haven't hardened
Yeah,
up
we're a
yet.
pacifier.
Yeah. Just comb.
Okay, so
That's honey. So all the comb on the hive can either be babies, honey, pollen, anything like that.
that's where I put the second super. But
Outer edges.
oh wow, that's dark.
And I probably put that in there with honey on it.
Like we did in mine.
Yep. So the cappings are dark. Thing on this one. These bigger cells right here, those are drone cells. So these are drone cells. They can put eggs in them, they can put larvae in them, they can put honey in them. But those are drone cells. And see,
They
they're,
always make
It looks like there's something in them. I thought you could see
the
through
queen
it.
knows the difference in the size, and she'll fertilize the egg or not fertilize the egg, depending on if it's a drone cell.
Boy,
or
this
not.
was healthy.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's just hot. There's not a larva, there's not an egg.
Okay.
It'd be a little bit more formed if you were. You want to look at it again? Yeah, like I said, I'm just taking over because I've abandoned
Comb out a little further. So if you look in these honey supers, I only have 9 frames in them. Just honey. So they're putting the honey up in here. And that's kind of what we want. But once again, they're full of, you know, it's full of bees.
So because you have the feeder, you can get that center one right out.
Yeah, because I have lots of room in there. The other thing, if you look at the front of the colony, you'll see the bees bringing in pollen on their back legs. You can't see them bringing in honey, but you can see them bringing in pollen.
Oh, I love watching.
Oh, and the
So-
pollen is the,
Yellow stuff or red stuff.
Like
or-
two little
Right here.
yellow bags on their
Yep,
back
yep,
legs.
yep.
yep, okay.
Little buckets.
Now you were asking about young bees. That one's probably a young bee right there with their head in. So the bees all, when
And
they,
she's light colored and smaller.
yep, and see how her wings are back? They're usually hatch out or emerge at the size they're going to be. But you can see there's not a lot of honey around the edges on this.
Go over your shoulder, just don't back
Oh,
up.
no.
But they haven't drawn this comb out,
Yeah.
so they still have time to do that. There you go.
Oh.
So that's all pollen in there. See? So if everybody looks,
Yeah.
there's lots of pollen in there.
So are those?
Those are drones.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna
These are workers, these are pollen, and then there's drones. Up here, there's honey. So here, y'all go ahead and take this. They're the ones staying home taking care of the kids.
Aren't they a certain age of bee that does that, and then
3
they
weeks.
get a different job?
3 weeks. They do. So there's another baby right there. There's a baby right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of larvae.
Don't they do a whole bunch of jobs before
Yep,
they
they
become a
do.
forager?
So the first thing they do is they start cleaning cells, then they start feeding older larvae, then younger larvae and queens, then they draw wax, then they put up honey, then they go to guard bees, and then they start foraging. So
Jacob's
3
ladder.
weeks.
Work their way up.
3 weeks in the hive. 3 weeks in the hive. The bees don't fly in the hive, so there's a space between the bottom of the top frames and the top of the bottom frames, if that makes sense. So they draw a comb out so they can use it as a ladder.
Oh.
So that's the bird comb. If you don't have it, they got to walk to the edge, go up, go over, go to another. But see, they're putting the honey in around it. It's not a lot of honey, and sometimes you can tell. I figure the more equipment you have, the more room you got to have.
But mainly because
2 frames of bees and a queen. Okay, and I put honey frames on both the outsides. I haven't really looked at it in a while. It's not real good. But sometimes the young queens will start out like that. That one's pretty spotty too. So.
Oh, it is spotty.
Yep. So that's not a good queen. We don't like that. Especially if they're being fed and they do spotty work.
So then what would...
She's just a
Hey,
little
Victor.
uneven in her work.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets the boot.
She's ADD.
Yeah, basically. Or I throw this in another hive, but you can see there's a baby right there.
Maybe because they're so much lighter.
They're lighter. Their wings are back.
And they're
They
little.
haven't.
See, they're smaller.
Oh, the wings are real small, aren't
Yep.
Don't judge them.
they?
That's right. She's all on her own right there.
She looks like a freeloader. I can tell
Yep,
from here.
yep, she is.
She's long.
Yep. Now, if you look, everything's getting
right,
better.
legislation
It's getting better. So
Where's the queen?
I don't see her either.
I see her right there. Okay, you got to keep an eye on her, okay, so everybody can see. Now,
You gotta tell me
see her
where
right
it is.
there.
Yeah. Where is she right